Hey guys, this is Muhabla. So, in my solo world, I'm gonna kind of go a little bit around what I've been doing. I just decided to start doing this series, so I've already been through a little bit of work in my world, but I'll fly around and show you a little bit of just a little bit of what I've done, and then maybe we can progress forward from there. So, this is my house. Lovely, not even finished, but this is my little starter house. So, fly around, take a little overview. So I started off in this village and decided just to build a few things here and there. I already had villagers and all that to make it a little bit easier. Over here, I've got an iron farm. Simple. It's nothing extravagant, but it does everything that I need for my iron needs. So you can come over here. We got the basic villagers and a zombie scaring the villagers, producing your iron golems. And then you have this area where they can't spawn in. Goes down there and then goes down a water stream to where over to where I'm at. Mostly so that way I don't have to come all the way over there for my iron. Trying to do a little bit of aesthetics as I go, but I kind of just pick at little things here and there. Any of the poppies that come through, they just get put into a composter and crafted right into bone blocks with the auto crafter. Over here I've got a few of my villagers that I use to get emeralds from. They just trade sticks. This is what I use to start off strong with, chopping down trees, many trees. So I've got stuff everywhere I've got to go through and make a storage system at some point here soon, but for right now, we're just kind of get back into the game. It's been a little while since I have been on here, so just trying to get back things together and trying to enjoy myself, and why not make a little bit of content out of it. So over here, so I got this build off of one of the Hermitcraft seasons. I cannot tell you remember which one, but I saved it and rebuilt it because I absolutely loved it. And on the inside, I turned it into a. Eventually, it'll be house a few different farms, but for right now, I've got some villagers steadily going in here. It's my librarians for right now. And then underneath it, I built a creeper farm, which I still, once again, I need to address things up. But if you come down here, you can see my gunpowder, and all it is just a simple cats get scared, scare the creepers, and they go down the water streams. So nothing too crazy, but like I said, for starting off, it was pretty simple, pretty quick, and later on down the road, I will make a new one. So over here, I've just, as you can tell, is my farming area. Just chop down some trees, what I need. Eventually, I'll get all this tidied up, but for right now, it does my needs just fine. Got a windmill that I made just for some aesthetic purposes. Eventually, I'm gonna have stuff all turn that village into something. Even have something on the side of that mountain. So as of right now, this is all that I'm working with. I got another little village that started out over there, and another one over there. So I kind of started out in a pretty good area with 4 villages in one area. Built me a little bridge to connect, and eventually I'll have something over there. And this is just a berry farm that I have some boxes in, and they all go underground. So over here, got bone meal, berries, and then I can trade the berries to these guys for emeralds. So that's just from what I've been buying from them. So plenty of food, plenty of emeralds so far. So yeah, Next, I'll show you what my next project is going to be, and let's get on over to that. Alright, so this is my downstairs area, and I've been slowly working on making this where I go for all my storage needs underground. I just love building underground, so this is kind of my style and what I've been doing. Over here is a little bonsai tree. I've kind of pieced it together from different things I found across the internet, videos and all that stuff, and I've came up with this solution. I think it turned out pretty well, using the tough blocks actually instead of wood, but it has that nice gray barky look to it. Down here I was thinking about putting in like a carrot farm, stuff like that down here. Then storage all around, maybe a furnace system, something up here. I'm not quite sure everything that I want to do yet. I do have nether. This just goes straight down to the mines that I have. Over here is where my next project's going to be at. So in creative mode, I created a bone meal farm that is like many other things that I've pieced together from different people here and there. So there's not really a generic author of this bone meal farm, but I have it here saved. So here it is. Basically, I have 6 different bone meal farms all put together. Got water streams that collect everything and cycle all the bone meal, and then bone meal goes into here, but it also feeds itself, so that way I don't have to supply it. So in here you see the bone meal comes down through here, and whatever's left over comes down through here and gets auto crafted into bone blocks, and then I have leftovers. So nice moss farm turned into bone meal, and if I ever needed to, I could just take this part out or redirect it and have a moss farm as well instead of bone meal. So now I guess the rest of the episode, all I'm going to be doing is basically gathering materials, because if you can see, I have a ton of materials to gather for this, which shouldn't take me too long, but who knows. So let's get into it. as you can see, it's working. It's not exactly perfect, but just a little bit of tweaking to do, and maybe I can get it working a little bit better. In my creative world, it worked just fine. I don't know why it did not transfer correctly here, but hey, but at least we're making bone meal now and making some moss, so I'm happy with it for right now. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. So if you like it, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.